Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Now I'll show a recipe that everyone loves. I know it's tough in this lockdown time to go out, get cakes or biscuits or whatever. However, we can make all these things at our home. It needs a little bit of effort and interest also. So today I'll show one such recipe that is loved by everyone. It's a cake recipe, a simple vanilla cake recipe that doesn't need oven or microwave oven or OTG or whatever. Just cooker or a kadai is going to be sufficient to bake. Now let's go to the kitchen to see how to prepare this plain vanilla cake or sponge cake or pound cake. You have different names. So I'll just say it's a plain vanilla cake. Let's go to the kitchen to see how to prepare this today. Come friends. So ingredients that we need to prepare this plain cake are as follows. First, I have taken refined all-purpose flour. That is about 1.5 cup of maida I have taken today. Always remember, measure is, whatever measure I say, it depends on the size of the cup you take. If you take a smaller cup, put 1.5 cup out from that cup. If you take a larger cup, you have to use that one big cup and take 1.5 cup of that cup. So measure depends on the size of the cup that you take. So today I have taken 1.5 cup of maida and say about 200 grams or even more less, little bit of, just close to 200 grams of butter. Then half a cup of powdered sugar. You cannot directly add sugar, you have to powder it. So half a cup of powdered sugar. This is eggless. I will not use egg in this baking, so it's eggless baking. And after that I have mixed baking soda and baking powder together. It is just about half a teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of baking powder mixed together, and half a cup of milk, then half a cup of refined oil, any oil is fine, and this is vanilla essence. Yeah, you can take any brand you want to. And this is condensed milk. Again, you can go for any brand. Half a cup of condensed milk. That's the ingredients that we need today. So I have taken a sieve and colander rather. To that I have added all the dry ingredients. That is 1.5 cup of maida. Then the baking soda and baking powder that I had spread. I am adding that also together to this. And again, I am adding the half cup of sugar that I had spread. So I have mixed all the dry ingredients together. Mix that up and keep it in a vessel. So I have mixed all the dry ingredients together now. So let's go to the liquids. So in another bowl, we shall go for liquids now. So I'll take, so to this I'm adding half a cup of condensed milk. Then again I'm adding half a cup of oil. Then I'm adding in the butter also. Milk I have not added now. You can add that up later. To this I'll be adding vanilla essence also. So to this I'm adding just 1 tablespoon or half a tablespoon would be enough vanilla essence. Then mix it, whisk it properly. So I have mixed that up properly. You can see in the video with the whisk I have mixed all the liquid ingredient together. Now let's add this to the dry ingredients. So to this I'm adding the liquid ingredient. So I'm mixing this both liquid ingredients and the dry ingredients together. To this you should add milk. I had said half a cup of milk. Well, that is just to adjust the consistency. That is why you use milk here. Condensed milk gives you this soft texture. Baking soda, baking powder gives you fluffy cake. So instead of eggs, when you use all of these, baking powder, baking soda, you use it while when you add egg also. But mainly this condensed milk gives you the soft texture. It is like a substitute for your egg. So that is the main ingredient for this baking. So you can see I have added required milk, and this is the consistency you must watch out for. It shouldn't be very runny or very thick. This is the right consistency of cake batter that you would need. So after mixing that up, you have to take a cake mold. So I have taken a cake tin today. You get in various sizes. You get 7 inch, 8 inch or even 6 inches. It depends on the amount of cake you're going to prepare. The size of cake rather. So today I have taken a smaller tin. So I am brushing in butter. I am greasing the cake tin with butter. Make sure it is properly greased. Some use aluminium foil or even butter paper in the bottom. Well, if you need, you can do it, or else proper greasing will be sufficient in cake preparation. Yeah. So after the cake tin is ready with all the grease, I am pouring in the cake batter. After pouring in the full batter, give it a tap. The batter should settle down, and the main reason of tapping it is air bubbles will be released. So that's the idea. So it's done. Now let's start baking. So here I have a kadai. I have just put a stand on it. Nothing else, no salt, nothing. If you want, you can add salt. This is just to create the oven environment. That's it. I have preheated this for about 10 minutes time. So on that, I'm going to place this cake batter. So close this with the lid. No water, nothing. Just plain kadai. Stand on it. Then keep the cake tin. Close it with the lid. That's it. Then keep the flame on medium. Don't keep it on high. It has to be on a medium flame only. Else the cake will be burnt from all sides. So, and another tip is, make sure the tin doesn't stick to these sides. It's not very close to the sides of the kadai or any cooker or whatever you keep. It should, there should be enough space. You see, that space is required so that the cake doesn't burn. Yeah. So that's it. Just we'll give another time, let's say 30 minutes time to see if the cake is getting cooked. So you can see the cake is baked. I have switched off the gas. So we will do test. And another tip is, see, there is a hole here. If you leave the hole just like this, water will start coming out. Vapors will start coming out. Vapor shouldn't come. That's the reason I had closed it with a small lid. So you can close a lid that is completely, covered with no hole, no gap and all that. So be careful. So let me check if the cake is done. Yeah, see, toothpick comes out clean. I hope it's visible in the camera. Yeah. Before you unmold the cake, leave it just to cool it down. Let it come down to room temperature. Give that time and you can do something else while it cools down. So today I have planned to show caramel frosting, basic caramel frosting for this cake, for this vanilla cake. So for that all we need is 1 cup of brown sugar. You call it natu sakkare or country sugar. So 1 cup of that and half a cup of butter. Say less than 200 grams again. Yeah. Then half to quarter cup of milk. And then 2 or 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. So to prepare this frosting, I have taken a kadai, a heavy bottomed kadai. To that, add brown sugar. You have to prepare the caramel syrup. So first add brown sugar, then butter also. So I have added the milk also. I have added country sugar, then butter half cup, then quarter cup or half a cup of milk, and let this melt. Milk depends on the sugar, the quality of the sugar. So when I added, I felt this was enough. Quarter cup of milk was enough. So I stopped it there. Some sugar, absorbs milk a lot. So at that time you need to add another quarter cup of milk. So all you need is just keep it on sim. Don't raise the flame. Let it boil. You will get complete bubbles in the center. Or this will turn into amber in color. So wait till then. So you can see it's completely bubbling up here. So all bubbles have come in the center. So at this stage, switch off the gas and bring this down to room temperature. Don't be in a hurry. You just have to whip also the sugar inside. So just given that time, let it cool down to room temperature. So this caramel syrup is cooled down to room temperature. You can see it is a little flowy. Anyways, you have to mix in the powdered sugar for frosting. So let's do that now. Here I have taken a ball. I have chilled this ball. I kept this ball in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes time. So this is chill now. It's always better to cool the bowl because frosting comes out better. The result of frosting is better when the bowl is chill enough. Yeah. So I'm adding in the powdered sugar. So after adding in the sugar, pour in the syrup also. Don't pour the syrup at one shot. Slowly pour in, beat and then pour in. Just take half the amount of syrup that we had already prepared. I have taken an electric beater now. I'm just slowly going to start it. Don't start at high speed. So I'm just going to start at the lower speed now. So you can see, look at the consistency. It's become creamy. See, that's the consistency you have to watch for. Look at that. It takes about 20 to 25 minutes of time because you are using brown sugar, so it depends on the quality of the sugar also. So it should be you should be able to smear it on the cake. So that's the consistency you have to look for. So there's no particular time, the beating time or whatever. Just take in time, watch out for this consistency, and the color has to change. If you have noticed, it was dark brown in color. So as you went beating for about 20 to 25 minutes, the color has changed, and this is the caramel color. I hope you agree with me. So now let's see how to unmold the cake and do this frosting. So I'm trying to unmold. If this has come down to room temperature, I'm trying to unmold the cake from all this, the corners. I'm able to do it. Now let me invert it. See the cake, I have unmolded it. It is so soft to touch. Yeah, now it's on the cake table. Let's do the frosting. See, I'm able to smear the cream. That's the right consistency. This is just a basic frosting. There are a variety of frosting. This is just a beginner's cake I wanted to show. So, I'm doing the frosting. So I won't be decorating much today. Yeah, it's just the basic frosting. So this caramel basic vanilla cake is ready. I have smeared the frosting completely on the cake, and just to decorate it a little, I have sprinkled chocolate powder, just a little bit of it so that it doesn't become very bitter. I have just sprinkled it. So let me see, let me cut a piece of it. Yeah, the cake is ready to serve. Yeah, you can see the cake. Lovely, delicious cake there. So this delicious cake is ready to serve. I have just cut 2 pieces out of it for your display. Yeah, how delicious, soft it looks. It is very soft indeed to touch. Try this at your home, my friends. So you saw how to prepare basic caramel vanilla cake in my kitchen. Do try this at your home and let me know how it came out. Give me your feedbacks, comment in my channel, subscribe my channel. As usual, keep supporting me, my friends. Then click the notification button for further notifications from my channel. Take care. Bye bye for now.